Welcome everybody back to Boost Emotion, guys. And what the hell is going on? Hit that intro. Welcome everybody back to Boost Emotion, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you. Welcome everybody back. Welcome everybody back. So, if you guys don't already know, you're probably going to see this go around the internet. But a couple months ago, the EPA was coming down on tuning shops because the Free Air Care Act, which is pretty much what they do is they come down on aftermarket companies and automotive companies that make alterations or changes to a car's tune to gain performance. So if you're watching the video, if you got your car tuned, that's what you did. So they started coming down on some of these companies and inspecting and looking to see what this is really about. So something recently happened now. I'm not saying it's really with the EPA, but California seems like they're always ahead of the curve when it comes to cars being modified and making changes to emissions. And now what they're doing is, through their own state inspection of a car's ECU and or exhaust to make sure it's clean, they're going to start looking to see if you got your car tuned, if it was tampered with. Now, I don't know how they're necessarily going to do this. I know they probably have some kind of console that can actually plug into the car and just read certain things, however the way that they actually data log the car. But if they can read that your car was tuned, you can actually fail inspection and or would have to come back and try to pass the inspection again. Maybe with a new ECU, they might be able to tell you to remove the tune. And from what I've been reading these different articles, it seems very vague. Because what exactly going to happen? You know, when our cars get tuned, it's usually tuned so that it runs a lot better. It's not on the rich side. Remember, you want the emissions to be a lot more cleaner. And if you guys are running E85 fuel and tuned, isn't really your carbon footprint a lot better? So that's what actually confuses me about this. But California is now stating that if you tuned your car, they can actually fail you for inspection now. So all I'm thinking now is it's going to even harder for you guys to tune and modify your car. Because now if your car is tuned, what are the repercussions? Are they going to take it to you, charge you a certain amount of money, like a fix-it ticket? But how are you going to fix it? Are you going to reflash the car back to stock? Is that a way around it? Or is it something like where if you flash it, you're screwed? You have to go back to the dealer and, let's say, change the ECU or something. I don't really see that. That wouldn't make any sense because you can just flash back to stock. But they want to make sure that the programs you put on there or the programs you use aren't in the aftermarket. What about maybe this might push to the point where some people in California have to run like something like a JB4 or some kind of boost controller where it doesn't change up, rewrite anything on the ECU. Or even in some crazy cases, some people actually just choose to take out the ECU and use a full standalone. We don't really know right now, but knowing that this is a thing, what I'm sitting here saying is I think we're going to have to wait and see what California does. Because once people start going out there and they fail in inspections, we would actually know what the implications is of you guys getting your cars tuned. Because if you guys don't already know, if you live in Cali, if you're not from Cali, just making some alterations to your exhaust and or catalytic converters, you can fail inspection. And you don't want this against you. So, shout out to Florida. You do whatever you want in the Sunshine State. But in California, it seems like they're a lot more strict about these emissions. And seeing that they are the first state to do this, hopefully that doesn't trickle down to any other states who want to go to this next level. I don't really think so, because to be quite honest with you, being on the Northeast in New York, we're not as strict. We just don't want check engine lights over here. You know what I'm saying? And not all inspection stations, I'm sorry for sitting there saying it, they all don't look to see if you decated the car or not. They just want to make sure that you pass inspection, and that's it. But states like California, they actually want to see what's the emissions. Can it pass the sniff test? Can it? They want to make sure that there's, when they pop your hood, they look at when they want to see aftermarket intakes, certain things that change how the car comes from factory. So all I can sit there and say is this: with California implementing this new rule, now we just have to wait and see what are the implications and or what's the outcomes of the choices that they make, and or what are we going to have to do as people in the car community to get around these type of issues. All right. But outside that, guys, all my California heads, comment below. Let me know how it's going to change up for you, what's going to be now for you, or if you are recently went there, and just give your experience. I'm going to leave this video up, of course, and hopefully when you guys do find this video, live in California, you just comment below and you just try to help out the community, get around some of these rules, and hopefully it's not as strict as people really think it's going to be. So outside that, guys, you have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. You already know what to do. Hit me up at boostinmotion on IG, Facebook, and boostinmotion@gmail.com. Outside that, guys, you have a good day. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also, on top of that, if you want to purchase some Boost in Motion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.